feel like I let my teammates down tonight.
This game is emotional. I understand the tears, but understand, I call it how I see it. And if Lamar Jackson was in this situation, if Joe Burrow was in this situation, if Patrick Mahomes was in this situation, Daquavius Prescott, Jalen Hurts, tears or not, we'll be holding him and them accountable. So why not let's hold Josh Allen accountable? 5 turnovers, the most turnovers by any team that was led by Josh Allen. He's a great quarterback, but he just hasn't shown the clutch gene that all other quarterbacks have shown. How they perform in late situations. No matter what the late is, it could be late in the season or late in the game. Every time there is a late associated to Josh Allen, he doesn't deliver the goods. And I'm not saying delivering the goods because of his performance. I'm talking about delivering the goods because of the outcome. Some would say, why are you going so hard on Josh Allen? It's because Josh Allen has surpassed the layer of us feeling sorry for just mediocre play. We're in legacy now. He's shown that he's a game changer, but sometimes he can get very pedestrian and clutch situations. 0-7 in overtime games, the most career playoff wins and starts in 15 by any quarterback without a Super Bowl start since 1966. The Buffalo Bills gave up 10 points in less than 60 seconds. They lost the game pick by 3 points. So for me to just say, hey, we expect that from a CJ Stroud. We expect that from a Bo Nix. We expect that from Drake May. We're not expecting that from the game changer, the league's MVP, Josh Allen. But somehow or another, we keep bending the rules for certain people. And I'm here to straighten it up. Call me a welder.
What just happened in Buffalo wasn't tragic. It wasn't unlucky. It wasn't one bad call. It was another playoff collapse, and this time, there's nowhere left to hide. Because when the dust settled in Denver, when the tears dried, the locker room emptied, and the Bills were officially eliminated yet again, the truth became unavoidable. Josh Allen did not get it done. Again.
Good morning. It's time to start treating Josh Allen like I treat Josh Allen. Around here, we treat Josh Allen like he's a black quarterback. Oh man, you've already seen it in full effect. Nobody gets coddled like Josh Allen, the Buffalo Bills. I don't even mind Josh Allen really, but I'm just saying, he cried like a baby back bitch. His lineman cried. Cook cried. The whole team was in there on estrogen, crying like a bunch of bitches. I watched WNBA females lose championships and sit there at press conferences and not cry. Y'all killed Joel Embiid for crying and sniffling all in the hallway after the triple doink. Y'all killed Caleb Williams for crying to his mom in college. But y'all gonna see here, Josh is just trying his best. You gotta give it a fuck Josh Allen. He's a choke artist. You get #1 running game. That means you have great linemen. Top 10 defense, 7. Top 2 defensive backs. Like, I'm sorry. You missed passes wide open, high, low, and short. Didn't really run for shit to help yourself. And on top of all that, you had 5 turnovers. You lost 4 of them. You put up this stat. This is how you know the racial shit's coming in.
And before the defenders start warming up the excuses, let's be very clear. This isn't about hating Josh Allen as a player. This is about reality. This is about patterns. This is about results. This is about the uncomfortable gap between regular season superhero and postseason finisher. Buffalo didn't lose because of weather. They didn't lose because of refs. They didn't lose because it's hard to win in the playoffs. They lost because their franchise quarterback made franchise-altering mistakes when it mattered most. Again.
Josh Allen played worse than Lamar. Again. Y'all just come to leave messages. Y'all didn't hear what Ocho and I said, that Josh Allen played bad, and this loss have to be pinned on him. But what you guys tried to do, y'all remember when Lamar Jackson won the MVP that year? And how many turnovers did he have against Tennessee? They were the #1 seed. How many turnovers did he have? Y'all remember when he was the #1 seed and Kansas City came there? How many turnovers did Lamar have? See, what you do is that you try to excuse every time Lamar plays bad, you blame somebody else. And then when Josh Allen plays bad and somebody else, you're like, oh, it's all Josh, it's all Josh. I have never, ever heard you or anybody say, this one's on Lamar. You blame Zay Flowers fumbling the ball. You blame Mark Andrews. But what about those turnovers Lamar had?
Josh Allen crying at the podium became the headline. The image went viral. Fans felt bad. Media members leaned in with sympathy. But here's the part nobody wants to say out loud. Tears don't equal toughness. Accountability doesn't erase turnovers. Yes, Allen took responsibility. Yes, he said he let his teammates down. Yes, he was emotional. And yes, that moment reportedly played a role in ownership deciding enough was enough with the coaching staff. But emotion does not rewrite the box score. 2 interceptions, critical mistakes, a golden path to the Super Bowl gone. And that's the most damning part of all. This wasn't a Mahomes buzzsaw year. This wasn't a Burrow revenge tour. This wasn't Lamar running through the AFC. This was the year where the door was wide open, and Josh Allen slammed it shut himself.
Yeah.
Does Josh Allen have enough to go into Mile High and beat the Broncos?
Josh Allen has enough to go win the Super Bowl. That's what he has enough of.
Ooh.
Hey.
They have Superman, and Denver does not.
Every great quarterback eventually gets their moment where the excuses expire. For Tom Brady, it was early dominance. For Mahomes, it was instant validation. For Lamar, it was breaking the playoff narrative. For Josh Allen, that moment keeps coming and going. Year after year, we hear the same script. The roster wasn't good enough. The defense let him down. Coaching failed him. The refs missed a call. At some point, the common denominator matters. Josh Allen has now had multiple playoff runs, MVP-level seasons, a front office built around him, coaching staffs changed, schemes adjusted, weapons rotated, defensive philosophies altered, and yet the ending never changes. Buffalo keeps coming up short, Allen keeps pressing, and the mistakes keep piling up at the worst possible moments. When Bills owner Terry Pegula walked into that locker room, he didn't see leadership, he didn't see resolve, he didn't see a quarterback ready to turn the page and refocus the organization. He saw devastation. He saw a quarterback emotionally empty. He saw a team without answers. And according to Pegula himself, Josh Allen didn't even acknowledge him. That moment matters, not because crying is bad, but because leaders lead even in failure. When you are the face of the franchise, the emotional bar is different. The expectations are different. The responsibility is different. This wasn't Allen's rookie year. This wasn't his first heartbreak. This was another chapter in a long, painful book. And ownership finally asked the question fans have whispered for years. Is this actually working? The playoffs don't care about arm strength. They don't care about highlight throws. They don't care about regular season stats. They expose decision-making. They punish recklessness. They magnify mistakes. And Josh Allen's playoff resume is filled with moments where hero ball turned into self-sabotage, overthrows, underthrows, forcing throws that don't need to be forced, trying to win the game in one snap instead of one drive. That mentality works in October. It fails in January. The interception in overtime wasn't just a bad throw. It was a bad decision. It was desperation masquerading as confidence. It was Allen trying to be Superman when the situation demanded composure. And that's the recurring problem. Here's the uncomfortable comparison Buffalo fans don't want to hear. When Patrick Mahomes loses, it's because the other team beat him. When Joe Burrow loses, it's because the game slipped away. When Lamar loses now, it's because football happened. When Josh Allen loses, the question is always the same. What mistake did he make this time? That's not coincidence. That's not media bias. That's not narrative manipulation. That's reality. Elite quarterbacks don't need perfect situations to survive the playoffs. They need restraint, discipline, and timing. Allen has power. He has size. He has arm talent. What he hasn't shown consistently is the ability to win ugly when the moment demands it. Yes, the roster has flaws. Yes, coaching mattered. Yes, officiating can be debated, but none of that erases this. Josh Allen had the clearest path of his career and didn't capitalize. That's why this loss stings more than any other. That's why it triggered organizational change. That's why the narrative shifted from unlucky to unacceptable, because eventually the window closes. And Buffalo is dangerously close to realizing they may have wasted their best years waiting for Josh Allen to figure out January football. Buffalo now faces an identity crisis. They have a superstar quarterback who can dominate the regular season, but hasn't proven he can finish the job when it matters most. They have a fan base emotionally invested, but emotionally exhausted. They have a front office that just pulled the plug on a coach, not because of incompetence alone, but because belief is fading. Josh Allen isn't going anywhere, but the patience is. And until he shows that he can control the chaos instead of becoming part of it, this story will keep repeating, no matter how many tears, apologies, or press conferences follow. This isn't hate. This isn't disrespect. This is the truth Buffalo has been avoiding. Josh Allen is incredibly talented. Josh Allen is a leader. Josh Allen cares deeply. But none of that wins playoff games by itself. Until he proves he can deliver when the pressure peaks, not just feel it, the Bills will remain exactly where they are, close enough to believe, too flawed to finish, and that's the most painful place in football.